Hello. I'm sorry to keep thrashing on about Rishi Sunak. But, the more I think about it, the more I think, although there are positives in his becoming Prime Minister, you know, and a bit more than just the worst of a bad job, there are negatives as well. He's not committing himself. For example, when Ian Blackford asked him whether or not benefits would rise with inflation, he didn't commit himself to do that. He simply said that he was always mindful of the most vulnerable in society. And when you look at his other appointments, basically, I'm simply struggling with his appointment of Suella Braverman. Generic, of course, may well be his eyes and ears in the Home Office. He may well, as Immigration Minister, he may well be able to moderate her worst instincts. But, she has come across in the media as a monster. It's very difficult to remove that image. And also, she's come across as somebody who has broken the rules in a big way. And indeed, there are stories that the Cabinet Secretary was incensed that she was reappointed. Whether any of that is true, God knows. There's a swirl of stories going on at the moment, and I wonder how many of these stories I should pick up and how many of these stories I should talk about. It's really important to try, just for your own mental health, to try and have as positive a spin on these things as possible. And certainly at the moment, I'm still struggling with this tiredness inflicted by COVID and flu jabs. I can't imagine it's anything else. So you don't want to have that sort of oppression of a sort of depressive response to world and national events. There's also Putin playing war games at this present moment, and who knows when that's going to turn extremely unpleasant. Remember, it was while Putin was playing war games last time that he then suddenly invaded Ukraine. Well, those war games are happening again now, and there's also these extraordinary rumours about that Russia is putting out about Ukraine having a dirty bomb, which is simply unbelievable. But as I think I said the other day, I don't think Putin is remotely interested in what we in the West have to say, whether we think those claims are believable or not believable. He is interested in the domestic audience, and it's the domestic audience that matters. Have fun.